Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon. My name is Misty Mitchell, and I'm the Director of Conservation Programs for Wonders of Wildlife in Springfield, Missouri. And we have an amazing mission conservation 30-minute program for you. And if you have questions during our Facebook Live, please make sure you use the chat and ask any questions you have along the way. We're actually going to be traveling all over the world today, and it's going to be really cool. Today, we're celebrating World Oceans Day, and it's so important for us to protect our world oceans. 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by our oceans. So even though you may be in a landlocked area, everything rolls downhill into our oceans. We need to make sure that each of us make daily decisions that protect our oceans, making sure we are protecting our oceans all across the world. So this year, Mission Conservation has brought innovation for a sustainable ocean. And that is the theme for World Oceans Day. And through innovation, we are bringing the ocean conservation to you in your home, right where you are. So no matter where you are in the world, Wonders of Wildlife in Springfield, Missouri is bringing ocean conservation to you. And we have partnered with Agents of Discovery, and I'm going to introduce Mary Clark.
Well, thank you, Misty. And we are so excited to be part of the innovation that you're talking about. Agents of Discovery is a technological platform that enables you to turn your content into location-based augmented reality gaming. And this is part of the way that emerging learners really want to engage with content. As we move into innovation for a sustainable ocean, it's really, really important that we have exciting, engaging tools, particularly to get the next generation excited about protecting and preserving the ocean. So Agents of Discovery is a way that educators can use this kind of innovative approach to deliver content to make it more exciting and interesting for youth to really get involved in these important conservation education messages. So thank you so much, Misty, for including Agents of Discovery as part of the way that you are delivering your really important messages about sustainability, and in particular, World Oceans Day.
Well, we're excited to be partnering with you, Mary. Agents of Discovery has been an amazing partner at Wonders of Wildlife. Wonders of Wildlife is actually located in Springfield, Missouri. We have 35,000 live animals. So it's an amazing aquarium, but not everybody can come there because we're in one location. And so it's so important that we are getting into everybody's household where they can do mission conservation and education right there. So right now you're seeing a video of our Great Oceans Hall. This is an exhibit in Wonders of Wildlife, and this is our Great Barrier Reef, and we have a humpback whale. And what's really cool about this mission conservation is we're actually going to meet a whale biologist. Super exciting stuff here. So we're getting ready to, are you guys ready? We're going to be traveling to the world's largest ocean, the Pacific. We're going to be going to Cook Islands off the coast of New Zealand to meet Stan Wolfgram. He is the founder of Tierra, the Cook Islands Museum of Culture, Enterprise, and Moana Pacifica. Stan.
Kia ora. How are you going?
We're doing good. How are you?
Good, good. I thought I'd just let you see the sky at the moment. So yeah, my name's Stan. Yep, go for it. My name's Stan Wolfgram, and I'm here in the Cook Islands, which is actually in the middle of the South Pacific. So we're quite a bit away from New Zealand. But I'll quickly show you where we are. And here we go. So this is where we are. So we're in a lagoon in the Cook Islands, and that lagoon is called Moody Lagoon. And I'm on board a vessel, or a vaka, which was one of our traditional navigation vessels. And I'm sitting in the lagoon, and we're on this vaka. Very, very lucky today to be on board Marumaru Atua, which means under the protection of God. And I'm here with tea. So I want to introduce you guys to tea. And how's that going, you guys? You okay? I'm not talking too much. This is tea. Tea will just introduce himself.
Kia ora, everyone. My name is Te Tini Pikapo. Everyone just knows me as T. I'm the current Vice President of the Cook Island Voyaging Society. I'm happy to be on this program to help promote looking after our ocean.
We're gonna, you guys just, if you got any questions, just go for it. But T, this waka, can you tell us a little bit about the waka? So our wakas are our double hull canoes, which our ancestors sailed around the Pacific. But why is it significant?
It's very important to us. As he said, these are our traditional voyaging canoes that we proud the Pacific on and colonize the various islands all the way to Aotearoa and further. But it's very, very important to us to acknowledge our past and to understand our understanding of our ocean, understanding how to use it and to look after it. It's very important. Over the years, since I've been sailing, the 20 or 30 years I've been on the ocean, I've seen a lot of changes, and not very good changes with our climate and our waters. But traditionally, we had what we call rahui, which is about looking after our ocean. And I'm happy to say our government has jumped in and supported something we put together that's called Marae Moana. It's about a reserve within our waters, about looking after our ocean and trying to maintain its health. Yeah.
And why is this important to our kids?
It's very important to us, our children, especially in today's age where a lot of technology has taken over the understanding of how we learn. And so it's very important that we get them to understand the grassroots of who we are, where we come from, and about looking after not only our waters, but our voyaging canoe that got us around traditionally in our ancient days.
So we're very much syncing with that World Ocean Day theme around technology. And using technology as we are now, we're able to link to you. We're in the middle of the Cook Islands. We're linking to you up there in the US, and very much we'll link to the rest of the world to spread our story. And our story is very important to us because from caring for the ocean, from us doing our bit, but we're also caring for the ocean for everybody else in the world as well. So whatever anybody else does anywhere else is going to affect our ocean. Anything from you guys?
That is amazing. This is super cool. So how many people does it take on the boat to run the boat?
Okay, a maximum of 16 on board. You can actually run the boat with 6. But on a long voyage that can take up to 3 months, a good number is 16, and you'll rotate through the day and night in sets of 4, and you'll have 4 on at a time, and you'll have a watch captain with 3 crew, and you also got your captain on board. You've got traditional navigators that are on board, and we'll go from anywhere from here to America, which we have done in 2012, over to San Francisco.
So this waka itself went to San Francisco, sailed from here to San Francisco, went down the coast, South America, Easter Island, through the Pacific and back again. So it was all part of spreading a message around ocean awareness, understanding and being a part of our environment.
Wow. How long did it take to take that expedition?
All up, depending on how long we're hosted in various islands, of course. But all that up was an 18-month trip that ended in the Solomon Islands at our cultural festival, Arts and Crafts Cultural Festival in the Solomon Islands in 2012. But that was all up 18 months. But as I said, depends on how long we've been hosted in various islands, which could last a week, 2 weeks.
You'll see as you play the game. So we've created a character, and his name is Mana Moana Toa. So for us, mana is a value that we place on everything in the environment. So it's not just about us, it's about everything else that's living in the world. So our character's name is Mana, and Moana Toa means ocean guardian or ocean warrior. So Mana's our character in the game. And Mana tells the story, and he starts from the waka. So he starts from here, and he talks about how Pacific people first migrated and settled the Pacific Ocean. And then we learn more around the connection between the ocean and our Pacific people, and how important it is to be connected to the ocean. I'm going to move to our next person. Is that all good? Any last questions for T?
Don't have any right now. Thank you very much, T. It was great to meet you.
Please.
Okay, so I'm mobile. This is using technology to the max. So we're going to catch up with a lady named Nan Hauser. So it's Dr. Nan Hauser, who's a world authority on the humpback whale. We're just about to go ashore or aboard with her at the moment. So I'll give you another little view of, there we are. So there we are back into Muri Lagoon. We're just going to catch up with Nan. And this is Nan here.
Hello, good morning.
Okay, guys. So we're just going to go on board. So let me get on board.
Tea. Are you coming on board with us?
Okay, let's go.
You just have to get outside.
Okay. So how's that, guys?
Looks good.
So
Hi, Nan.
Hey, Nan.
this is Nan, and this is our whale rescue vessel, or whale research vessel. So Nan, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Nan Hauser. I have a really great job of studying whales, and every day it gets more exciting. Been doing it for 30 years, and yesterday we had one of the most incredible experiences. We had a young humpback that had been here alone for about a week, and we felt so sorry for him. We were following him along, and all of a sudden all these dolphins came in, and for half an hour they just played and jumped around together and swam, had a great time. And I've never seen such incredible interspecies fun. Let's put it that way. I've seen communication.
So Nan, tell us a little bit about the ocean, really, and why the ocean's important to you.
The ocean's important to me for life and for all life, all critters in the ocean. But luckily, I get to study the big ones, and they keep it alive, and they mix nutrients, and they create all kinds of things that are like the whole trophic cascade. Trophic cascade, we need that. We need whales. They keep it clean. They keep it full of nutrients, and they help with absorbing carbon dioxide.
So how long have you been in the Pacific?
I've been here for 23 years.
Right. And why the Pacific?
I came here because the Pacific Ocean is larger than the surface of the moon, and I know that not a lot of work has been done out here with whales, and so it's incredible. We're discovering new things every day.
And you've seen the app. So
Yes.
what do you think of the app?
The app's great.
Yeah, it's a way to, I mean, we're here, so we're in the Cook Islands, we're around the ocean every day, but for the likes of others in the world, they don't get to experience what we experience. We find the app is the way that we can have, or it's an opportunity for us to share or to give them an experience of what the Pacific Ocean's all about.
Mm.
And through the likes of Nan and others, it's a way for us to really get a true understanding. I mean, we're talking about people that are on the ocean every single day, and we're talking about people whose lives are committed to protecting the ocean as well.
And we see the changes with climate change, and we live and breathe the ocean. So it's important for us to share what we learn with the rest of the world.
Yeah, and the app's a great way to do that. And it's a great way for us to really speak to kids. It's also a great way for kids to kind of develop their voice as well. The more they understand about the ocean, the more they can make comments about the ocean as well. So the app is great in that way. It allows kids, it's in their hand, it's on a mobile phone, they can use it anywhere and anywhere. So, and for us, we hope to have that app in the hands of kids throughout the South Pacific, throughout the Pacific, and throughout the world as well. Anything else you'd like to say?
I'd like to say that I just got a phone call, and there's a whale right there. It's right outside the passage.
So if we had enough time, we could go and find that whale.
We will next time. We'll do some live things with whales from the Pacific Ocean.
So anything from you guys?
Oh, amazing. And the fact that you talk about the ocean and your passion for the ocean is just there. And it's great to see that. And it's so important that our kids here that don't see the ocean every day, just like you said, but to hear your passion and your love for the ocean And that really makes it so important for us to really protect it. And I'm so glad we're talking with you today. It's amazing.
Great, thank you.
You know, what's important too is those kids all around the world, be they in Missouri where you are, but they can actually impact on our ocean with whatever they do.
Everything.
What they do with plastics, what they put down the drain, every single day, what they do actually impacts our lives here in the Pacific. And it affects our ocean as well. Nan has a saying, and she calls the Pacific Ocean or the ocean the amniotic fluid of our planet. So,
Indeed.
so that's Nan's saying.
Well, we couldn't live without it.
No, we can't live without it.
All right.
Okay. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to go and catch up with a couple of our kids. We're going to give you a little bit of a scenic tour, and we're going to rely on Nan's captaining skills to get us across.
Wait.
We're going through a little bit of shallow water, but we should be able to make it. We should be able to make it in one piece. We've got our Captain T on board as well. Yeah. So there's our Captain T on board as well. So give you a little idea. Here we are, Muri Lagoon. We're on an island, and the island is called Rarotonga. Rarotonga is the largest island of the Cook Island group. You're on a line. We're just a little tied up in the back there.
I was afraid of that one.
So we're on an island. It's called Rarotonga, and it's in the middle of the Cook Island group. So there are 15 islands in the Cook Islands, and Rarotonga is the largest island. So we're maneuvering around this rope at the moment to get us out there. So we're using the skills of our captains. I couldn't be on board with two better people than our two captains at the moment. So, yep, there are 15 islands in the Cook Islands, and Rarotonga is the biggest island, and it's the capital. You'll see that Rarotonga, it's a volcanic, formed volcanically. So what you do is that you'll have basically a volcanic eruption, and the magma will push up through the ocean. And as the magma pushes up through the ocean, it creates a mound, and for us, it turns into a volcano. Then it pops up through the ocean, and then it turns into an island. And then that's how we were formed. Rarotonga was formed. So we're a volcanic island. What happens after the island forms is that we get a reef that starts to grow. We get a reef that starts to grow around the island. And so this ring of this reef will grow around the island. So for us, the reef is a living animal, and it starts to grow around the island. And then that forms our coral reef. And we call that a fringing reef around the island. And then what happens, because of the weight of the magma and the weight of the island, it starts to sink. And as it sinks down, then the ring of the reef will stay in place. And then that becomes, you'll have a ring that forms around the island, and then the island will sink down further and further. And then we get the distance or the gap between the coral reef and the island is called the lagoon. And that's where we are at the moment. We're sitting in a lagoon. So we're the bit between the coral and the main island. So here we are, we're just coming over to detailed questions. Any questions from you guys? No questions?
So what is the temperature there right now? What's the weather?
Well, this is our winter. So last night we all had our duvets out and we were covered. We had our socks on. It was probably for us 24 degrees. It's probably around 26 degrees Celsius here at the moment, which is probably about, I think it's 80 something Fahrenheit for you guys.
It's beautiful.
So this is our winter at the moment. So we're a little chilly for us.
It's definitely not the same winter that we have here in Missouri. Our winter's a lot colder with snow.
He just said he's got his winter top on at the moment.
Love his winter top.
Okay, so we have our kids over here. So I'll introduce our kids to you, but so they're up there on the dock. So again, this is Avana Harbour. And this is a break in the reef. So for our Pacific navigators, it was a very, very special place, Muri, Abana, because this is where our vakas could come in from all around the Pacific. They could come through this passage, and then they got safe passage and safe mooring in here. So it's very, very important to us. It's very historically very important. And this is for us, this is the last place really for Māori, New Zealand Māori, and where they actually settled. They came here, and then they navigated from here to New Zealand. So our navigators are what we call island hoppers. So I'll just show you our kids. So these are our kids up here. Very important to us in the Pacific is our culture. Very important for us is our songs, our dance, and our chants. So these guys are from Te Ukio school. And I'm going to catch up with them and have a little bit of a chat to them. When our vakas came in, they would either drum. So there were drummers on board the vaka, and quite often they were met ashore by drummers as well. Okay, so I'm just going to go aboard and see the kids and hopefully not fall on the water. Thanks, Steve. Okay, guys, I want to steal one of those. Come together. Let's have a chat. Okay. Okay, so these are our kids. Hey, guys. How you going? Okay, let's see it. Jump in the frame. Okay, so can you all see each other yet? I'm gonna put this down on the ground so we can all see each other. Okay, so make sure you can see yourself on the end there. Okay. Okay, so what school are you guys from? Te Ukio. What does Te Ukio mean?
Learning for tomorrow.
Learning for tomorrow is what Te Ukio means. And that's the name of their school, Te Ukio. So we were lucky enough to have a chat to their principal, Mark Harris, and he's allowed us to come down here today. And we've had a chat to the kids' parents as well. So we're, they've allowed their kids to come down. So thank you very much to our kids, to Mark, and to their parents as well. So you had a look at the app?
Yep. Yeah.
What'd you think?
Oh, it's really awesome. Yeah, it's really fun to play as well.
Great. And it's important that it tells you about our story. Is that important?
Yes.
Important to hear your story?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are we now?
Abana. We're in Abana and Abana.
Speak up, speak up.
We're
And
in
the
Abana
Abana
Muri.
Passage
Yeah.
on the jetty.
What does the ocean mean to you guys? What do you do in the ocean? Tell me what you do in the ocean.
Bodyboard,
Bodyboard,
fishing,
fishing,
bodyboarding,
surfing,
fishing, having fun,
having fun in the ocean,
And swimming.
swimming,
swimming,
Yeah.
loving the sea life,
loving the
Yeah.
sea life,
snorkeling.
And snorkeling.
snorkeling. So the ocean's very important to you guys? Yep.
Yeah.
The ocean's very important to you guys. Tell us about the things that you guys know much about, things that are causing problems in the ocean.
Yeah.
Pollution,
Pollution,
Pollution. And the plastic.
plastic, what else?
rubbish,
Rubbish,
Oil spills.
oil spills. So we know, people
Yeah.
standing on our coral. So people may not realize, a lot of people come to visit us, but what they do is they stand on our coral and walk all over it and touch it. That's not actually a good thing for our coral. Another thing is suntan lotion.
Oh, yeah. And it's bleaching the corals.
Yeah. So yeah, you wouldn't realize, but a lot of people, there's a certain amount of oxybenzone, which is in a lot of suntan lotions, and it's actually toxic for our corals as well. So there's lots of things that are not good for our ocean, right?
Yeah.
So what's important for us then? It's important to let those people know.
Yeah, and to pick up the rubbish.
Yeah.
When we
Stop
go
litter.
out and we just pick up the rubbish out of the sea.
Yeah, just make sure
Yeah.
everyone does their parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure everyone does their part to help protect the ocean. So, yeah. Do you guys want to ask any questions?
So what would you tell kids here in the United States? What would you tell them one thing that they need to do to protect the ocean? How can they do it here?
How can they do it?
Oh, yeah.
Don't litter.
Don't litter? Gracie?
Just like when you're walking to the beach, just to pick up rubbish wherever you go.
Yeah, just to do your part.
Do your part?
Just make sure you take care of it. Really.
Take care of it. Take care of it. I mean, for us, yeah, the ocean is very much a part of who we are. We interact with it every day, so it's close to us. It's close to our hearts. So in a lot of ways, we can say to kids around the world that what they do in the ocean, it affects us down here, and we want to be able to play with those kids one day and have an ocean that we can all play in, a beautiful ocean. So we'd love to share our ocean with others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just take care of it.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions from you guys?
Absolutely amazing. It's amazing to hear from you guys and hear your story right there in the ocean, and that everything that we do all across the world is connected, because oceans connect us all. Every one of us are connected by an ocean. And so we all must do our part. And through World Ocean Day and this innovative gaming app that we have created together, we're going to teach everybody about the oceans and the importance of protecting those oceans. And I think that is amazing. We're going to have to close up for the day, but I want to thank all of you guys for joining us. Nan, the kids, Stan, and T. Thank you guys very much for joining us for Mission Conservation. It's been amazing. I'd like to tell everybody about the app for just a second so everybody can download the app. Kendra, if you could pull that page up for you. So what you'll need to do is you'll need to get a device and you'll download the Agents of Discovery app. You'll go to Mission Conservation website. It is wondersofwildlife.org/Mission Conservation. From there, you will find the app, the game, Oceans at the very top. So we're going to pull that down. Look, we're right here. We're going to find that. Celebrate World Oceans Day by participating in the Moana Pacific I Am the Ocean is Me mission created. This was part of Moana Pacifica, and we're excited to be working with them. You're going to print their triggers, and their image triggers are absolutely beautiful. They really show respect to the history and the culture of the Pacific people, and that's what's really important about the languages and everything, and I think that's what we need to understand. And you're going to use Moana as your guide. He's your ocean guardian. He's going to take you on a journey to discover the history, the culture of the Pacifica people, and how they have lived in harmony with the ocean for thousands of years. Talking about plastic and recycling. We have activity videos where you can pull plastic out, bottles that we all use, and how we shouldn't use those, and really use those to make crafts. So in the end, I want to thank everybody from Moana Pacifica, the Pacifica Cooperation Foundation, the U.S. Embassy of New Zealand, and Agents of Discovery. Thank you very much for allowing us to do this, traveling all across the world over here to see Stan. And I think Stan may have a closing that he wants to do, but make sure all of the kids get out, play our mission, and learn about the history and how important it is to protect our oceans for the next generation. Stan.
Okay, yeah, thanks for that. Look, we're really honored to be involved with you, Misty, with Wonders of Wildlife, with Agents of Discovery, with all our other partners. So we're just going to say goodbye, and you guys can cut out on us when you want, but we're just going to do what we do in the islands, and we say goodbye with a little song. So you guys can leave us anytime you want. Okay, let's go, guys.
Kita kuku atsune Aire rama aramai koi aku Oichiare no toku ngakone Oichiare no te kuku atune. Aere rama rama ikoi aku. Oitiare no toku ngakone. Oitiare no toku ngakone.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next
Thanks,
week.
Bob.
Next week, we'll be talking about fishing.
Okay. See you later.
Thank you.
Arira.
Bye.
Bye-bye, thank you. That was amazing.